All right, back with part two, post and sessions. We'll talk about some post and some sessions. So what is that? Well, post part is going to be about forms. And if you've been on this thing called the internet, you have definitely used a form at some point. And we're going to get into a little bit about what's really happening with forms. And then the second part, we'll talk about how websites remember who you are and where you've been when you come back to them like a day or two later, right? Or even a month later, right? Okay, so 01 post forms. Okay, part one, post forms. All right, so right now I've got this this file here open, 04 Sinatra, and this number 4 Sinatra file is actually from part one with the intro, because in that one we introduced a form, right? The idea of actions like get and post and routes, right? What's going on with routes, and the idea that when you have a form, you hit a little submit button, and the person hits the submit button, they're posting their data to the website, right? And when they post it, that's actually action, right? It's telling the website, hey, I've got this action I want you to look at, and when you run this action or this method, this snippet of code, when you run this action, do something with it, right? And here we've got just what you submitted in the text and the response, which goes to the same page, the form page. So slash form. Let's see. All right, we've got some layout and page files here too. Let's take a look at this. Let's dig into this file. Can we run this file? Oh yeah, I got some text here. When did I run this text? All right, so there are different types of web requests. The kind of web request you make when you go to a web page in your browser is called a GET request. Another common type is a POST request, which is what many forms use. You can think of it as a tag that you add to your request that gives the server an idea of what you want to do. A Sinatra application is composed of a series of routes that match these requests. They are associated with blocks of code that will be evaluated when the user goes to that route. Whatever the block returns will be sent back to the user as the response. Okay, so yeah. Let's see, that's the core of the Sinatra. You can run this file. Ruby Sinatra. Okay, let's do that right now. So, let's crack that sucker open. Alrighty, down here in my trusty terminal, in the spot that I want to be, and I'm going to run this Ruby file. Boom. Let's see, is that the right way to do that? Okay, so Sinatra's taking stage 4567, localhost. Okay, let's crack that sucker open. Localhost 4567. Okay, so there's a form, fill out form, right? Boom. We see the route being matched. Here's the form, and that's to be matched with this action. We hit that route. We got this response, and now we got this form going on here. So that's our form, and I'm hit. I don't know what up. Hit submit. Boom. Going back to the same URL, and you submitted what up, right? Okay, so play around with that, dig that code, and just kind of change stuff around a little bit. If that's not clear to you, playing around with the things physically with your fingers kind of helps you understand. Activates different parts of your brain to help you understand stuff. So anyway, all right, moving right along. Main.rb. What's this README file? What did I have down here in this README file? Oh yeah. Post and forms, prerequisites for this section. Familiarity with HTML, which you should be. Sinatra, of course, because we already did the intro. Networking, we talked about that in Sinatra. All computers on the internet being like a peer, a seaport, right? A C peer, excuse me. Each peer has many ports, right? Let's see what else. What is a post? So our learning objective is that we'll understand, how forms work and how post in Sinatra, what post in Sinatra is, why post. We've learned how to get information from a server, but in order to interact with it, we need to be able to send information to the server as well. We are learning post and HTML forms to be able to do just that. All right, so let's see, main.rb. All right, okay, same text here. Looks like this is the same stuff I had going on before. Oh, okay, I see. But this time I got the ERB, and if you remember, that stands for Embedded Ruby. And this sucker here, remember that we have that view folder, and this time we got two pages in here, two embedded pages. So here we've got our form has been extracted out into a separate ERB file this time. So it's the same form, right, like we had before, but this time it's been extracted out to its own individual template page, right? Its own individual HTML page with embedded Ruby. So the layout page, we see regular, as usual, HTML business here, standard HTML page. But this is like the body, right? So imagine that this yield here, remember this is an embedded Ruby thing also, right, with the little equal signs. This yield is telling Sinatra that, whatever page you have, just insert that page at this point, right? So when we run this sucker, it's going to be as if all this jazz was inside the same page, right? Let's see. Okay, so let's see. How do we write it? I think Ruby main RB, perhaps. So let's shut this one off. Control C. And we're going to do Ruby main RB. Let's see if that'll give us what we want. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's just reload that sucker. Yay! Okay, there's the form again. You know what? You might be thinking, hey, this is probably still the same old form, right? So let's see. Can I change that a little bit? Maybe I can. Fill out. Boom. Fill out another form. Homie. All right, so let's save that sucker. And oh, you know what? I didn't put my little thingamabob up here that I use for there we go. Whee. Okay, so boom. Is it picking up stuff? Okay, good. All right, so there we go. Yeah, run that sucker. Yay. Let's look at that. Let's reload him. Oh yeah. We got to gotta stop him, restart him, because we made a change. So we gotta stop the server and restart the server. Now let's reload that sucker. There we go. Another form, my homie. Boom, hit that sucker, and we say hello again. Boom. Then we submit. Boom, hello again, right? Okay, so just a little refresher, ERB. I think we touched on ERB before, right? Did we? I think we did, somewhere in here. Yeah, there we go, yeah. So just a little refresher, a little review, right? A little focus on the topic of forms and getting and posting and routes. I'm not going to run this into the ground anymore because we'll definitely be seeing this again in the future. So that's it for that part. Posts, forms. Okay, so sessions. Sessions. Let's see. Let's read the readme here. What did I have here? Sessions in Cookie Lab. This contact form that captures the user's information and stores it for viewing later. There is no database. And I got to introduce you to the concept of databases later on. So we need to use sessions and cookies to persist the data between page loads. Note Jim installs Sinatra contrib. First get contact form showing on the root URL. Next take the submitted data and save them as follows. Cookie values, session values, first name, last name, email, blah, 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 blah. When visiting /view in a tab, what happens? Okay, so let's dig up on main.rb here. So we got a lot of jazz happening here this time, right? We got Sinatra loader going this time, so we'll have to do the stopping of the server. I don't think, but we'll see. So we've got our routes. We got some ERB files here. We know we got this, so this means there's going to be a form.erb page in our views directory, I think, right? And we've got a post route, post root route, right? So we've got this post method that's going to be acting on this root route, and this is going to be receiving these parameters. So these parameters are going to be coming in here and being set to these variables. Yep, I think those are instance variables, if I remember my Ruby right. Let's see. Then we got a view route with view here, right? So let's see. I think we got form ERB, view ERB, layout.erb. So let's just take a look at those, peek at them. So layout, familiar with that, right? Just regular HTML, got that yield in there with that embedded Ruby equaling, right? Telling it to swap out whatever gets selected as the main view page, right? As the main template page. This gets injected into that yield spot right there. So okay, so now we got all this jazz. So this looks like a bunch of row column things here. This looks like we're going to be taking those variable names and displaying them on this view page is what this looks like. And we got our form, right? Our form page with the action on the root of post, right? Of method post. Method post. Method post. Method post. Method is a method, right? Because the method is a method. All right, let's see. Because the method is a method, right? Ruby, right? Anyway, so let's get rocking. So main.ruby. Let's close out the old one. And we'll make sure that that's not running. So we'll reload, right? Yeah, continue it. Yeah, ain't nothing there, right? Ha 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 ha. Okay. So, where was I? Yeah, main.rb in 02 folder. So let's come out of this. Come up, wherever you are. 02, boom, session cookies, boom, boom. Contact form, 02, contact form, right, contact form directory, right, okay. CD, contact form, bam, okay. And Sinatra main, is it main.rb? Is it just run it by Sinatra, or is it, because wait, shoot. Look at me, I forgot how to run the doggone Sinatra thing. But that's okay because I've got my notes. Ruby, yes, Ruby. Because when I'm doing rack up, not this time. Framework servers 4.5, ERB. Okay, Chucklehead. Static files, bundler. Oh, good. We talked about stack files. Yeah, config RU, right? We'll rack up, right? Okay, let's get out of that. All right. Focus fonts. Okay, so main RB. We'll just do Ruby main RB. Let's see if that'll give us what we want. 456. Let's reload this sucker. No, I don't keep reloading that page. Oh, wait, I don't want that. That's what I want. Okay, there we go. All right. Contact form, yay. Okay, so here we got an easy looking form, right? This is our big, crusty looking HTML thing happening in here. That's our form, and we're going to post this to our action here, right? I want you to see the whole freaking thing here. So let me split this, vertical split. Yeah, I think I want to do a vertical split, and I think I want to put this guy over here, and I want to hide the other cat. Okay, there we go. All right, so now you can see that we got this action, right, and this post happening here, right? Post action, boom. And we see what's going to be going on with this form, right? These form values, first name, right? Name value pairs, right? We got all these name value pairs happening. So we got name, first name, and that's going to be an input. And when they hit that sucker, right, that correlates to this parameter being assigned to this variable, right? So let's rock that. So first name, Ponzo, last name Fonzo, the man, no, the dude. Okay, Fonzo the dude, email address, the Fonzo phone number, okay, boom. Comments, you know how it is. Yeah. Okay, so we hit submit, hit the submit button. That gets posted, and we see, you know how it is, right? I'm showing up on our response. So let's see here. Is that what we wanted to happen? When we hit row, when we hit slash, look, I got some stuff commented out here. Okay, so we hit the route, and the only thing that displayed is just, you know how it is, right? That was just what was up in the comments. And that is because, oh, I know why that is. That is because in Ruby, the very last value that exists is the thing that gets returned. So it returned comments. So that's my theory. Let me cut this, and I'm going to paste this, and then we're going to, did I get saved? We're going to make sure that's saved, right? And we're going to go back here. I want to go back, and oh yeah, wait, do I need to reload this? Shoot, I can't remember if I need to reload it, so I'll just reload it. All right, so we'll go back, and I'm going to reload that. I'm going to say Fonzo, boom, dude, and I'm going to say email address, boom, 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 bam, pop, 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 something like that. And then we're going to say, again, my friend. And this time, since phone is the last thing to appear, I'm thinking that phone is what's going to show up. Yep, see? So that's what the deal is there, okay? And that's a Ruby idiom, okay? Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to undo that because we're going to switch those back around, and then I'm going to turn off this stuff here. So I'm going to redirect to /view, right? Redirect to /view, okay? And with these values, and remember that I think the view file, let's see, what is the view file? Let's see what that's going to do for us. We made a change. Let's stop, reload, boom. I know I got Sinatra reload in here, but I can't remember how to start the app just with Sinatra and I do rack up. Like, what's the Sinatra command for that? Would be nice if they just had like a simple little, hey, real quick, 2, 3 things on the main page here. Configure testing Sinatra rack test, rack project, blah, 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 blah. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. So let's reload this sucker. Nope, don't reload. I don't do repost. All right, so here, something like that, and something like that, and this time it should send us to view, right? In view, it sent us to view. It rerouted us to, redirected us. Excuse me. It redirected us to the view page, but the parameters didn't go right. The values didn't carry over, right? The param values did not, get plugged into the view page. So what up with that? What's the deal with that? What happened? Let's see. I want to view. Yeah, I don't know. See, that's like the whole friggin' thing. I don't want the whole friggin' thing. I just want this one. And okay, that goes away. So I'm gonna open up the view version because what we're trying to do is pass these values over to the next one. All right, so this redirected. These guys got assigned, but the redirect does not pass the values over to the page, right? So let's see, what's the deal with this? I know I commented this out for a reason. Must be some anticipation here. ERB view, redirect to that route. ERB view. Let's see, if I do this instead, what if I do this? Can I do this? Can I do like this? And then see what that does? Let's see what that does. Stop it, start it, stop it, start it, stop it, start it, stop it, start it. Okay, boom. All right, so we gotta go again, friend. That's the only thing that's consistent here. And Santa is not real. Okay, anyway. I said boom. Psh, oh, look at that. Ba-dow. Okay, so this time when we call ERB, the ERB, the page gets sent the parameters. The parameters go through. Isn't that lovely, right? So the first time we hit redirect to this route, and then this route ends up calling this method, and that method calls the RB view inside it, but the values don't get translated over, right? So it's like these the variables are localized, right? It's like they're only alive in here inside the method. Yeah, they're not being passed through when they just get redirected to that page. It has to go. It has to be. Because here it's as if the ERB file, this file here, is as if all this code is inside this same method. It's inside the scope. Okay. And that scope is important because it's as if these variables are sitting above this code here, and then they're just, therefore they're all localized, they're on the same scope. Boom, it appears. But when this gets redirected, that's outside of scope. It's calling this out external method. And then now we've got ERB view here, and then these variables, they can't hit it, right? Boom. So that's what's going on. So yeah. All right, there we go. So that's all about that little bit of business. Let me save that. And do I need to, do I care about that? Quick. And open that up. Boom. And no, because I think that's it. And so we got some style, that CSS stuff, just simple on, just so everything was sit on the page, right? But that's it. So what else did I want to talk about? Sessions, right? Sessions, right? So let's see here. Let me open up that sucker again. We got that form, and we got that view, and that's just really, I talk about, I don't even think I assigned cookies here. This is just saving parameters and pushing those parameters through here. Okay, cookie value. Next, takes the substitute data and save them as follows. Cookie values, session values. In a new tab. Oh, the new tab thing. Right. Okay, so let's look at these again. So we got that. We got, who else we got? We got this. Okay, cool. What happens in a new tab? So in a new tab. If I look at, wait, what did I tell myself? What note did I see? Did I tell myself before? Phone number, comments. Phone number, comments. Phone number and comments. Oh wait, were these in different? Hang on. Boom, 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 boom. Phone, comments. Okay. Comments. Phone. Okay, phone number, phone. Phone and comments. Text area, text area. Okay, so the form is a stock form. Okay. View. Okay. All these cats are variables as such. Okay, yeah, yield, groovy. I don't care about the style sheet. That's cool. And then this cat. Shoot. Wait, what the heck was that? Let me see. And cookie values, session values. Cookie values, session values. Cookie values, session values. Params. Yeah, wait a minute. This was different before, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. So, okay, so params. Open up view in a new thingamabob. Was it open up view in a new tab? When listing view in a new tab, what happens? Yeah. Haha. Boom, ba ba. Boom, ba ba. Can we get sent to view here in this tab? Aha. Aha. Value does not persist, right? So cookie value, session value, cookie value, session value, cookie value, session value. Yeah. I changed something on this form, didn't I? I think I did. I think I changed something on this form. And right. I think I did. What did I change on this form? Open up a new spot here. Get status, contact form, part 1 intro. Nope, okay, all that jazz. Yeah, okay, I know that jazz got changed. Yeah. What about these cats? What did I do? What did I change here? There was something else that I did. Hang on for a second. Or 2 or 3, but look at my show notes off camera here. And we're going to go to, where the heck did we put all that jazz? Okay, so, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Wait, what did I do with that? There was a different. Shoot. Shoot. What did I do? Forms. Yeah, it's a different. Yeah, no, it's not. That's regular roll. Main. See, there we go. Okay, there we go. Silly me. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. So looks like we got some more stuff going on here that I need to do. Okay. So and that was the space. Aha. Yes. Yes. All right. So sorry about that. So yeah. So we saw how this just disappeared when we changed to the view, right? And it didn't persist. So let's just go over that again. We're just going to start that over again. And boom, 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 boom. So we got these guys, and we're going to set this guy to redirect, and we're going to set this guy to not do anything. And we're going to see what the heck happens, right? See if it shows up on the page. So let's do that. So let's go back. Is it saved? Good, yeah. Let's go back and going to stop that server, reload that puppy. Okay, that's running good. All right. So get rid of that. Boom. Reload that. Okay, there's our form. Okay. Bob Builder. Bob at example.com. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Something like that. And stuff. more stuff. Okay, so we hit reload. Now we're at another view. Nothing happens, right? We don't get any persistence. That's the problem. So how do we save our persistence? Well, one way is, as I mentioned before, with the ARB inside of the method, and then everything is inside the same context. But there is a different way of doing this, as I have in my show notes, and that is if I grab these suckers and I put these suckers in here, boom, and now I've got all these cats hanging out here, but I want to make a change. So let's see, I do something like this. I'm going to do a response dot set, set a cookie. And now we're going to do something like first name, son. Wait, come on. No, I can get that. Wait, come on. Boom, bam. Wait, come on, wait. First name, boom. There we go. Okay. First name, boom. And then there's param first name, right? It's just boom. We stuck that sucker in there. Boom. And so we do that. And then we do that like that. And then wait, get up there. Do that. And then we do last name. So first name, last name. Copy you, and I'm gonna just stick you up in here. Boom, boom. And we're gonna do last name. Boom. Ooh, wait, yeah, I know you see name twice, do I? Last name, last name, last name, last name, last name, last name, last name. Okay, then there's another one because we got email, right? So we're going to bam, boom, and then that's going to be all about email. Boom, 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 boom. Email, boom, 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 and email. Now, so here I'm using some response methods. Okay, there are these things called response methods. Response.setCookie, and response has a method. Actually, let me see. Can I get response dot? Yeah, it's like a gazillion different things. Okay, so it's gonna find everybody and their mother in here. Response set. Okay, there we go. Now we can see some other methods that can be used with this. But anyhow, get out of the way. Response set cookie in. I'm gonna show you what a cookie is in a minute. Cookies are those things you probably heard about them when you go to any other forum online like Amazon.com or someplace like that, right? Amazon, I don't even know why I'm going to Amazon.com, but Amazon, yeah, they got a forum, and you're on the thing, and then you select stuff, and then you go to another page, all this other kind of jazz, right? Well, they got these things called cookies. Boom. They got these things called cookies, which have stuff, values, and whatnot. Probably shouldn't be showing you that. I don't know. But anyway, so should I leave it in? I don't know. So anyway, so let's see. That might have been a security hazard. Anyhow, so we're going to implement that. I'm going to show you how that works. So we go set cookie. We see those parameters, right? Parameter gets the first name. Is going to assign it a cookie name of first name, cookie name of last name, cookie name of email in correlation with the parameters, right? And there's another one. There's a different one. Okay, this one is different, but you should know about this as well. This is called session. Session is actually really session. How do I differentiate these two? So a cookie can stay in your machine for like however long, right? There's a special way to set them in your browser, and sometimes, well, not in your browser. when you receive a cookie, it is configured by its host server to have a certain lifespan. Okay, sometimes they're a few hours, sometimes they're for years or decades. Okay, and if you don't delete them, then they will they'll stay there and they'll just kind of hang out and they store data. And they remember who you are and different things that they're supposed to, however they're programmed to remember. Now, a session is something that exists for your time in the store. Okay, so we were on Amazon just a moment ago. When I go to Amazon and I log into Amazon, I create a session. A session is created for me by the server. Okay, and that session only exists. It follows me around. It only exists while I'm on Amazon, while I am shopping at that moment, right? There are certain actions that I can do that can kill the session. Like I can put things in my basket, right? And then I can purchase that jazz, right? And go through the whole purchasing process, and then I can end the purchasing process, and then that shopping session has ended, okay? And then another session can start up if I want to go back to do some more shopping, whatever. All right, so now I'm going to show you. Hopefully, I'm going to show you how that jazz works. Okay, so now we got redirect. Okay, so now we got session cookies. Now before we couldn't persist that stuff in the other view, right? Okay, so let's stop the server. Boom, clear out the way. We'll restart that bad boy. I don't know why I got like in my brain. It's just I don't know what the deal is with that. Okay. Probably because that Hugh Jackman movie, Greatest Show on Earth, just recent trailers came out. Anyway, first name, okay, Bob again, yo. Bob again. Last name, The Builder, man. Email Bob at building.org. It's org. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that. And building is binding. Yeah, binding. Building the future. Building the future. Building the future. Future. I cannot spell. Okay. Future, man. Come on. Okay. Future. That spell is still wrong, right? Anyway, I'm done trying to figure it out. Okay, so now I hit submit. Boom. Uh-oh. Some bloop in my face. Okay, let's see. Undefined local variable method param. Oh, did you mean params? All right, so where we at, homie? So let's check it out. Param. Did you mean params? Why, yes, I did. I meant params. Good catch. All right. Params. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, yeah, wait. Shoot. Stop it. Load it. Okay, and cancel. Don't want to do the form submission because I want you to actually see it when I hit submit. Oh my goodness. Oh my gee. Okay, oh my goodness. Okay. Last name, goodness. Oh my at goodness.com. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. Yep. Okay, boom. View. Oh, okay. So we missed something. What do we miss? We missed something. Aha! I know what we missed. We forgot to tell Sinatra some stuff. Okay, Sinatra, you have to understand what cookies are. Bam, there you go. Now you understand what cookies are, and you got to enable enable sessions so that Jazz can actually work. Now we got to set sessions. And oh yeah, remember I was telling you about they have to expire, right? You can. This is where you tell them. This is where you tell them when they expire. 259200. This is some strange computer calculation date thing, but 2000. So 2000, 25th, 2025th. I freaking forgot what the heck that number means, but we'll just keep going. 295227. Okay, good. All right, groovy. I think we got everything and everybody this time. All the comments and commas in the right spots. Okay, cool. So let's do this again. Close that. Boom. Okay. Oh man, I gotta fill out this form again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Boom. First name. Form. Last name. This one. Form at formy.com. Boom. Yep. Boom. Okay, view. Boom. Okay, wait. Frack sauce. Now, what's the deal, yo? That should have worked, actually. I believe that should have worked. I do believe that should have worked. What did we miss? Oh. Chucklehead. Yeah, I see. Set cookie and we move it here. Cookies. That should actually be cookies. So we want to read because we're setting it as a cookie at the top, right? So it'll be from the cookie, not from params. So because we can't get the params like that, cookies, boom, and last ones are, session and session. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Last name, first name. Okay, cool. Last name, first name, email. Yeah, okay, all right. Work. Email address. I don't know, man. Bob@building.org. Boom. Since I keep saying boom, right? All right. We got that. Yeah. Okay. Yay! All right. Good grief. Okay. So there we go. So set cookie sessions, right? And the session values get assigned here and then read here. Now they're not being. I should tell you what the deal is. So you can actually. So there's a plugin. I have a plugin. There's a bunch of plugins. One cool plugin is called Edit This Cookie. So Chrome Store. Go to Chrome Store. Yeah, yo, come on. Go to Chrome Store and find Edit This Cookie. Boom. And grab this sucker. Come on. This sucker. Get this sucker. Get this puppy. Get this puppy because it's cool. All right. Okay, so that's that. Now, why is it cool? So you can see all the values of a cookie that gets created, and you can see their actual values inside the cookie itself. Normally this stuff would be, buried inside your browser, right? And you wouldn't even know it existed unless you dig into, the preferences section of the browser, and you go to the advanced button, and then you have to click through, 20 other things to finally find out where all the cookies are saved in your browser's memory. Okay, and then you have to decide, do I want to, delete a cookie or not, etc. Right? But this is pretty cool because you can use this and inspect a cookie that that gets set for you from a site. Right? So here we got work, last name, for me, right? Email, Bob at building, right? Localhost, we got localhost session value, okay. Rack session value. Now this is interesting because it's all like encrypted in Jazz, right? Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Sessions are unique. Oh yeah, I did mention that before, didn't I? I hope I didn't mention it. But anyway, I'm mentioning it now. So sessions are unique. Encrypted value here for this session. Session may or may not be encrypted. This was a little HTTPS thing, but that's a whole other ball game. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so we're going to be revisiting this a bunch of times. There's another lesson with front-end HTML stuff that we're going to be diving with cookies and Jazz. But yeah, so this is a pretty cool toy. You can export stuff, reset stuff, edit the stuff, options, whatever. Anyway, cool toy, play around with it, groovy, right? So there you go. They persist, they get passed on. Let's see, what else can I do? I want to talk about something else about sessions, man. I know my brain is like, sessions, something about sources and network and something else. My brain just has something about dev tools and investigating sessions. Dev tools, investigating sessions. Dev tools, sessions, dev tools, session variables, Chrome development tools, session variables. Can I view session state value at client side using Chrome dev tools? Yeah, let's dig that. No, you cannot view session state variable at client side. Sessions are identified by a unique identifier, blah, 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 blah. That can be read by using session ID property. When session state is enabled for .NET application, each request for page in the application is examined for a session ID value sent from the browser. If no session ID value is applied, the app starts a new session. The session ID value for that session is sent to the browser with the response. Yeah, that's not unique to ASP.NET. That's generally what happens for everybody. By default, session ID values are stored in a cookie. However, you can also configure the application to store session ID values in the URL for a cookieless session. Okay. Thank you, this is very helpful. Anyway, so, boom. Sessions. So anyway, we kind of touched on it. It's not too deep, but you get the idea, right? There's these things called sessions, these things called cookies. They both kind of sort of do similar things, right? In that they help you persist data while you're visiting the site, okay? Usually that data is going to be a small chunk of information, right? Like, what you've selected for your Amazon.com shopping cart, right? What your name is, or the values you put into a form. But the cookie can be cleared, can be deleted. The session can end when you leave the site or whatever. Later on, we're going to talk about persisting data, via form, for as long as you want, just indefinitely, right? With a thing called databases. And databases help you do tons of things with the data that you enter into your site via forms or through other various means. You can then interact with that data and have the data be related to other data, okay? And you know, interact with other data, right? That's in your site or other sites that get pulled into your site, into your database, and that information can persist. Um, Very useful for things like blogs or any the kitties page that we did before, right? Like maybe all that HTML. You don't want to put all that HTML into one site. Now the kitties thing was small, right? It's number one little page. But if you have hundreds and hundreds, thousands of pages, like Amazon, right? Like I don't know, Disney.com, right? They're not doing a bunch of static pages. That's what we call that, static, right? The pages, the content for those pages is sitting in there static, right? They're not sitting in there static, okay? They're going to be in a database someplace because you get thousands of these pages. And what happens in big sites with thousands of pages is that you get duplicate data, right? You get multiple data being copied or referenced because it's HTML, right? Hypertext markup language, right? Things are being referenced all over the place, right? You can get duplicates of things all over the place, and you don't want to, if you want to edit, it becomes a pain if you ever want to edit something because then you got to, open up 500 files to edit, right? Imagine a big university or a government website or something like that, right? So, to solve that problem, databases were invented and very useful. Okay, so we'll talk about that just a little bit. We'll touch on that just a little bit in part 3, where we introduce something called a tool that helps us interact with databases called Active Record. And yeah, all right. So, hope you're not asleep. If so, wake up. This was a long one. Thanks for hanging in there with me as I talked about all this jazz and sessions and cookies and whatnot. And all right, on to the next part, part 3.